Good afternoon, fans. This is your girl from Mel's Mat Chat, and this is your official Mel's Mat Chat review of WrestleMania 39 Night 2. I was supposed to do this earlier this morning, but stuff came up and I needed to take care of it. Um, well, and also I got woken up with a shit ton of news this morning. WWE has been sold to Endeavor, and now UFC and WWE are under the same umbrella. My childhood completely, holy shit, is completely gone. Can't believe, even though that Vince McMahon is still somewhat in charge and everything like that, um, going forward, McMahon does not have control, won't be run by a McMahon anymore. I'm flabbergasted. And news came in that Luke Bushwhacker Butch has passed away, so my thoughts and prayers out to him. And it's this is crazy. This is going to be crazy. I don't know everything what's going on right now. All I know is that Triple H is going to still be doing what he's doing. Vince McMahon is still the chairman of the board. I don't understand why we need a chairman of the board of a fucking that is no longer run by Vince McMahon. There will be a new name for WWE, and they're looking at because they're going to merge UFC and WWE under the what is it called, the stock exchange. So what we're going to probably see is a completely different call letters. So I'm interested to that. Are we going to pay more for pay-per-views? Possibly. Is streaming sticks going to go out the door? Absolutely. But all in all, WrestleMania weekend was a success. I had a blast. I am quite pleased with it. I felt like I was 12 years old again. And we are now getting to Backlash, which will be on May 6th. And it will be emanating from Puerto Rico. I have family down there, and oh, it's gorgeous. I just want to just be there for a month and not having to worry about anything. But here we go. But first, I got to promote what we have to promote. Please do me a favor. Go check out the people over at harrys.com for all your shaving and toiletry essentials. Also, please do me a favor. Go and check out my Extra Classics at myextraclassics.com and get all your beard essentials. If you want to murder your thirst and your thirst is killing you, please go check out the people over at Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com and get your thirst in check. Murder your thirst. They are into spring water, sparkling water, and now iced tea. So go check that out at liquiddeath.com. If you need a strong coffee and a strong cup of coffee, caffeine intake, please go check out the people over at Deathwish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com and get all your coffee fixes there. Also, please go check out the people over at HOG Wrestling at hogwrestling.net. April 21st will be the next event for House of Glory. So go get your tickets. I'm hoping that I'm going to get information about Fight TV. If you can't, and if that's not on there, please go get your tickets if you can attend at hogwrestling.net. Now, I'm going to go quickly through this because I got shit to do. I've been bogged down with other shit and things, and I just want to, get through this as best as I possibly can. We started off with, let me get back here with my notes. WWE WrestleMania 39 Night 2 opens up with singer Jimmy Allen performing America Beautiful on the stage. We cut to WrestleMania cold open video with comedian Kevin Hart. We are now live from SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, California, as Mike Rome introduces our hosts, The Miz and celebrity WWE Hall of Famer Snoop Dogg. WWE hype ups the show and talks about night one. Miz tells Snoop to get it started. Snoop asks if we can fire it up, and that is it. And we are on our way to the first match. We have Brock Lesnar versus Amos. We go right to the ring announcer, and out comes Amos with MVP as Mike Rome does the introductions. Michael Cole welcomes us. He is joined at ringside by Corey Graves. Cole shows us the Spanish announce team at ringside, Marcelo Rodriguez and Jerry Soto. The announcers go over the tail of the tape for tonight. It's opener. Amos steps in the ring and removes his hood, then yells out and pounds his chest. MVP hypes Amos up, but the music interrupts, and out comes Brock Lesnar to big pop. Lesnar is all smiles as he kicks off, and the pyro explodes. Lesnar marches down the long ramp as Amos looks up on the ramp. Lesnar and Amos face off, then the bell hits. Lesnar smiles. Lesnar goes for a takedown, but Amos slams him with ease. Lesnar laughs, then Amos then again with another shoulder. Lesnar ducks a clothesline and goes for a German suplex, but Amos elbows him and then headbutts him to stun him. Amos scoop slams Lesnar in the middle of the ring to boots. Lesnar rams Amos but gets pounded on. Then he slams again. Amos beats Lesnar around as MVP barks from ringside. Amos with a big bear hug now. Amos rams Lesnar in the corner, then clubs him in the lower back and poses to boos. Amos with another scoop slam and opposed to more boots. Amos with another bear hug in the middle of the ring. Fans rally and Lesnar fights out, but Amos choke slams him for a close 2 count. MVP is riled up at ringside. Amos launches Lesnar into the turnbuckles, but he hits the ring post when Lesnar sidesteps. Amos is dazed as Lesnar hits the first German for a big pop. Lesnar with another big German suplex. Lesnar with a third German suplex despite his lower back. Lesnar yells out for a big pop. Lesnar goes for an F5, but his back goes out and he collapses. Amos goes for a choke bomb, but Lesnar slides out and nails the F5 for a big pop and the pin to win. Brock Lesnar picks up the win and for the match. Women's WrestleMania Showcase Fatal 4-Way. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Natalya and Shotzi versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. We started off with everybody coming to the ring, and Liv and Deville go at it to start the match. Liv with a backstabber, Deville with a big kick to knock her away. Natalya comes in as Liv drops Deville again. Natalya with signature offense, including a basement drop kick. Liv drops Natalya into the ropes. Raquel tags in, and they double team Natalya in the corner. Natalya counters in the Texas Tiana Bomb with a Hurricane Rana. Natalya tags in Green, but she's not interested. Green with a missile dropkick to Raquel, but it does nothing. Raquel scoops Green, but she slides out, and Deville assists but gets slammed. Raquel with a fallaway slam where their Shotzi kicks Green from the apron, then nails a senton to the back for a 2 as Baszler breaks it up. Baszler sends Shotzi to the floor where Rousey is. Natalya, Liv, Raquel triple team Baszler with a power bomb. They taunt Rousey to get her to come in, but Green and Deville drop the trio from behind. Deville and Green clear the ring and show off, but Shotzi flies off the top with a crossbody. Shotzi knocks Baszler off the apron, then sends Deville out. Natalia helps Shotzi nail suicide dive to the floor, but then Green drops Natalia with a right. Green poses for a photo op, then flies out to take down others at ringside to avoid Raquel in the ring. Liv comes in and Raquel launches her to the floor to take everyone else down. Shotzi and Raquel are legal now. Raquel books a DDT into a fallaway slam, then hits a corkscrew elbow from the corner. Green and Deville chop Raquel down as she goes for a Tiana bomb to Shotzi. They double team Raquel for some more with running knees and boots to the face. Sends Raquel to the floor. Shotzi and Natalia attack Green and Deville from behind. Then hit a heart attack to Deville, but Green breaks it up. Green sends Shotzi to the floor. Natalia slams Green on top of Deville. Natalia with a double sharpshooter to Green and Deville to a big pop. Liv with big knee to break up the boos. Liv tags in and goes at it with Shotzi. They trade big offense and Liv hits the code breaker. Then the Oblivion, but Baszler tags in and breaks it up. Then takes Liv out. Ronda is legal now, and she stands over Shotzi, who is laid out. Rousey with a brace on her elbow, takes her time and trash trucks before dropping down into a armbar on Shotzi. Shotzi taps out, and the winner is Ronda Rousey. After the match, Rousey and Baszler stand tall as the music starts up. Xavier Woods is backstage with the Up, Up, Down, Down. They simulate tonight's Intercontinental title match with 2K23, and Drew McIntyre is the winner. Speaking of that, we have the triple threat for the WWE Intercontinental Championship match. Sheamus versus McIntyre versus Gunther. Gunther! You come... Fuck, shit, god damn it. My tablet is not working properly today. I'm sorry, my tablet is slow today. We start off the match. They all size each other up. Gunther tells them to go at it, but Drew drops Gunther with a big kick instead. Sheamus and Drew go at it now. Sheamus drops Drew and unloads in the corner with uppercuts. Drew turns it around and in the opposite corner. Drew with a clothesline, then a chop. Sheamus with an Irish curse backbreaker. Sheamus goes for the Tad beats of the battle ram, but Gunther cuts him off and then chops them both down. Drew is sent to the floor on the chop. Sheamus and Gunther go at it now. Gunther with a big chop and a stomp. Drew comes to the apron, but Gunther runs into the ring post. Gunther with a big boot to the face. Face of Sheamus, then a huge chop to the chest. Gunther grabs Sheamus' face and yells, and then delivers more chops. Sheamus fights back, but Gunther rallies a big boot. Gunther yells out for a big pop now, but Sheamus attacks with left and right. Gunther with a big backbreaker, then a Boston Crab in the middle of the ring. Gunther yells at the referee to ask Sheamus. Gunther yells at the referee to ask Sheamus. Drew runs with a big boot and a slap, but Gunther won't break the hold. Drew and Gunther trade big strikes now. Gunther with a mass chop, Drew with one of its own. They continue trading huge chops. Drew unloads into the corner with chops to Gunther as the fans go wild. Sheamus decks Drew, then Gunther, then Drew, then Gunther, then Gunther. Sheamus unloads on Gunther in the corner with uppercuts. Drew with jabs to the throat of both men to take it back over. Gunther levels Drew, then boots Sheamus down to a big ovation from the crowd. Sheamus and Drew both deliver 10 beats of the Bataran, now with Drew chopping and Sheamus hitting forearms. The crowd counts along and Gunther goes down, rolling to the floor. All three have their chests cut up and bloody looking. Sheamus with 10 beats of the Bataran to Drew, but he makes it to 29 and a half. The fans give him a standing ovation. Sheamus with Celtic Cross, but Gunther rushes in and breaks it up with a boot to Sheamus. Face Gunther with a German suplex to Sheamus. Then a lariat for a close two. Gunther yells at Sheamus to get back up and wait as he waits in the corner. Gunther charges with a big lariat as Sheamus stumbles up. Sheamus still kicks out at two. Drew in and levels Gunther, then rocks him and nails a neck breaker. Drew launches Sheamus into Gunther in the corner with a big overhead throw. Drew in with a future shock DDT to Gunther, then a 2 count. Gunther dodges the Claymore, then hits a big drop kick. Gunther with the powerbomb in the middle of the ring, but Drew kicks at it too. Gunther goes to the top, but Sheamus cuts him off with chops, then climbs up. Sheamus gets a huge pop and hits a white noise. Then he goes for the Celtic Cross, but Gunther kicks out just in time. Sheamus with a cloverleaf submission to Gunther. Now Gunther grabs the bottom rope, but it does nothing in a triple threat match. Sheamus repositions and tightens the hold, but Drew applies a sleeper to Sheamus to break the hold. Sheamus fights Drew off. Drew misses the future shock DDT. Sheamus with a big knee to Drew. Then Gunther. I'm tired. I'm sorry, people. As fans pop, Sheamus calls for a bro kick. Now, as fans cheer him, Sheamus drops Gunther with it, but Drew pulls him to the floor to break the hold. Sheamus is furious as Drew starts brawling at the ringside now. Fans chant, "This is awesome." Now Drew knocks Sheamus back to the floor, off the apron, then runs the ropes and hits a big dive over the top to the floor. Drew brings Sheamus back in to a holy shit chant. Drew calls for a Claymore kick, but Sheamus cuts him off with a brogue kick. Drew kicks out just in time, and then the crowd goes wild. As does Titus. The fans rally as Sheamus and Drew slowly recover while Gunther is still down on the floor. Drew with a Glasgow kiss headbutts Sheamus with a big knee. Drew nails the Claymore out of nowhere, but Sheamus kicks out. Now, if you wonder why I just brought up Titus was on commentary during this match. Drew and Sheamus trade shots with their knees as the fans long, go along. They fight to their feet and unload with big punches, then big forearms. Sheamus with a brogue kick out of nowhere, but they both go down. Sheamus rolls slowly over to cover, but Gunther flies off the top rope with a splash to break it up. Gunther powerbombs Sheamus on the top of Drew, then powerbombs Drew for the pin to win and retain. So Gunther retains. After the match, the music hits. Gunther stands tall with the title. The announcers and many of the crowd give them a standing ovation. We go to replays. Gunther raises the title in the air, and now as we see Drew and Sheamus down and trying to recover. Next match, Asuka and Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. The bell rings. Belair nails a dropkick immediately. Asuka gets right back up, but Belair nails other dropkicks. They tangle some, and Asuka gets dropkicked into the corner. Blair mounts Asuka in the corner with her right hands as fans start counting along. Belair with a suplex, then she holds for another, but Asuka slides out. Asuka kicks Belair down. Asuka with kicks to drop Belair. Then a bulldog and sliding knee for a 2. Asuka with kicks. Belair ducks the roundhouse, but then runs into a boot. Belair has Asuka up for a suplex as fans do dueling chants now. Asuka slides down for a powerbomb attempt, but can't hit it. Belair jumps and lands on her feet, then slams Asuka with a spinebuster and stacks her for a 2. Belair goes for a handspring backflip, but Asuka catches her into a submission after getting her knees up. They tangle on the mat, and Belair pounds on Asuka. Asuka goes for the Asuka lock, but not all the way, and Belair rolls to the floor to regroup. Asuka smiles at her, and fans pop. More back and forth at ringside now. Belair with a sit-down powerbomb on the floor. Belair brings Asuka back in, but she kicks out at 2. Belair charges into the corner as Asuka moves, and she hits the ring post shoulder first. Asuka covers for 2. They go on, and Belair fights out of an ankle lock attempt. They slam Asuka to break free. Asuka goes for another moonsault, for Asuka catches her in an ankle lock. Belair rolls through, but Asuka keeps it locked. Asuka with a missile dropkick from the second rope for a 2. Asuka continues to smile as she kicks Belair in the face over and over. Asuka drops Belair on the apron, and she hits hard. Asuka with kicks on the apron now. Belair fights back, but Asuka drop kicks her into the ring post. Belair is in the ring now as Asuka tries to suplex over the top rope to the floor, but Belair sends her into the ring post instead. Belair goes on and nails a big suplex to bring Asuka back into the middle of the ring. Asuka kicks out at 2. Belair and Asuka crawl to the face-off now. They fight up to their feet. Asuka drops Belair to one knee, but Belair cuts her off. Belair counters a move with a roll-up for a 2. They trade more counters and pin attempts. Asuka drops Belair with a kick for a 2. More back and forth as fans are dueling chants. Belair blocks a modified code breaker and hits a modified blockbuster. Belair now hits the handstand moonsault, and Asuka kicks out. Belair is frustrated now. Asuka ends up hitting a GTS, but Belair comes right back with a tackle. They're both down now. Belair positions Asuka near the corner, then stops. She frustrated as she climbs to the top, but Asuka jumps up and rocks her. Asuka climbs up now as fans cheer. Belair counters and puts her on her old shoulders, but Asuka escapes. They continue fighting up top, but Asuka grabs Belair's braid to bring and Belair's braid brings them down to the mat with the braid and hits a code breaker for a close 2 count. Asuka is all smiles. She hits the corner hip attack, but Belair catches her and aggressively slams her face first into the top turnbuckle pad. Belair is fired up now, talking trash to the challenger. Belair scoops Asuka for the KOD, but Asuka grabs the top rope. They go on, and there is a moment where Belair almost runs into the referee. Belair puts on the brakes as the referee turns to shield herself. Asuka spits mist in Belair as Belair turns back around, but she ducks it. The referee turned back around too quick to see the mist gone, but too quick and sees the mist but ignores it. Asuka blocks the KOD, but mid move and comes back up, taking Belair down into the Asuka lock in the middle of the ring as fans go wild. Belair finally turns it over, but Asuka rocks her. Belair powers Asuka up and nails the KOD for the pin and win to retain. After the match, Belair stands tall as the music. We go to replays, and that's that. What the entrance, the girls that were in there, one of the girls' mother just literally died hours, but she still went on and she was still a trooper on it. There was some stars in the audience. We had Al Michaels, we had George Kittles that he did night 2. We had they were going over what had happened the night before, and they were going over the attendance of 81,395 for last night, and the combined was 161,892, and they still covered up the entire what happened on night 1. So the Miz isn't happy. The Miz and Snoop Dogg are in the ring, and he wasn't happy about being embarrassed. Snoop says it's bad. Miz gets angrier now. Miz says he doesn't go to Snoop's studio and treat him like that. Miz says this is his WrestleMania. Snoop cuts him off and says, "Wrong, homeboy. This is our WrestleMania. It belongs to the city." Snoop goes and introduces Shane McMahon, who comes out for a big pop. Snoop says Miz is in trouble. Shane gets emotional and thanks the fans, saying they don't know how much that reaction meant to him. Shane shouts out LA. Snoop says, from one OG to another, you could take care of this guy. Miz tries to run away, but Snoop won't let him. There's a referee, and we have an impromptu match with Shane McMahon and The Miz. But there was a lot of other people that can get the fucking, couldn't get a match, right? Not even Bobby Lashley. So the bell rings. Shane McMahon rocks The Miz with right hand to start. Shane with a corner punches now. Shane ducks Miz and jumps over him, but suddenly goes out when his leg buckles. The referee checks on Shane as Miz paces around. Shane is hurt. They keep the camera on Miz while Shane is tended to. Snoop finally enters the ring. Miz with a punch. Snoop asks Shane if he's all right. Shane can't believe Miz did that to his homeboy. Miz stumbles back up, but Snoop nails another punch. Snoop then hits the people's elbow to the Miz for the pin and the win. And Snoop Dogg has his WrestleMania moment. Take that, Tony Khan. Hell in the Cell. The Demon Finn Balor versus WWE Hall of Famer Edge. We had Slayer play Edge to the ring, but then they switched to Alter Bridge. Then we had the Demon. This was being sponsored by this Priest Exodus. So go with the theme of the whole situation. And the song was called South of Heaven from Slayer. So they make their way to the ring. And then they do this face-off. The cage is locked as we get the bell. They meet in the middle of the ring and trade single strikes, taking their time. Edge goes out for a steel chair, and as fans pop. Balor has a kendo stick. They meet in the ring. Edge nails chair shots. It does nothing as Balor unloads with the kendo stick now. They got the regular color ring back, but they fucking colored all the fucking goddamn toys. Weapons. Fucking Vince McMahon. Balor beats Edge out and back in, but Edge tackles him and punches away. Edge knocks Balor off the apron into the cell. Edge with a kendo stick shots at ringside, then launches Balor face first into the steel. Edge traps Balor against the steel wall of the cell with kendo sticks over his chest, and fans chant for tables. Balor runs and nails a big dropkick while Balor is trapped. Edge leans a table against the corner of the steel cell. It has to yell at the referee to watch out. Balor rushes him and attacks and unloads with strikes. Balor sends Edge into the steel ring steps, then brings him back in. Edge slams Balor, but gets right back up. Balor with an impaler. DDT. Edge charges, but Balor hits a sling blade. Then a dropkick to send Edge into the steel. Balor charges and dropkicks Edge through the leaning table against the cell corner. Balor starts throwing chairs at Edge while he's down. Edge comes out of the corner with a boot to the chin, then brings it back in the ring. Edge with the Edge-O-Matic for a close 2. Edge runs into a kick and Balor cradles him for a 2. Edge with a Michinoku driver for a 1 count. Fans pop as Edge brings a ladder into the ring. It was like an ode to what he created with Hardys and the Dudleys. So a nice ode to them. Edge launches the ladder at Balor and goes down. Balor is checked out now by the referee as we see blood on the mat. They stall some now as doctors work on Balor. Edge grabs another ladder and a toolbox. Edge stands a ladder in the corner. Balor is finally let go by the medics after several minutes. Balor attacks and they go at it. Balor drops Edge but misses the coup de grace as Edge moves. Edge goes for a spear and hits a ladder when Balor moves. They fight some more and both go down now. Balor with a sling blade. Balor goes up top and nails a coup de grace for a close 2 count. Balor climbs the corner ladder, but Edge hits him with a kendo stick shot. They both are stunned. Edge with a huge impaler DDT from high up on the ladder. Balor kicks at it too. Edge brings more chairs and tables from under the ring. Edge stands the table up now, but Balor beats him down with the kendo sticks. Balor with chair shots to the beat Edge onto the table now. Balor goes for the top, but then crawls to the top of the cage. Balor delivers a massive coup de grace from the top of the cell. They had like a little platform. That was fucking crazy. But Edge moves and Balor goes through the table with his feet. Edge immediately hits the spear and getting back up. The Demon kicks at it too, and Edge can't believe it. Edge snaps and unloads with chair shots. Edge yells at Balor and nails a concerto to Edge. Edge collapses on the top of Balor for the pin to win. Edge picks up the win. After the match, the music starts and they both, they go into the sunset. They interview Bianca Belair and they have the whole thing with the inductions of the WWE Hall of Fame, and they call them all out and yada yada yada. Then we got a package for WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia. We have the main event, the creme de la creme de la creme. Let me just check to see. Just checking something on Twitter. The tweet. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, and all the seats in heaven. Give us the still a daily bread, and what the oops. There's nothing good. Okay, the main event. The entrances. Cody Rhodes had his normal. There was nothing over the top with him. Roman had his what is it called? His entrance with, like, I think it was like a from maybe an orchestra or something like that. And they played him out. Cody Rhodes had I thought it was a pretty cool situation because he wants the wing eagle belt back. So he put wings on it. Like, it was pretty cool. All I thought about was fucking Kenny Omega. That's basically about it. So it was, and then Cody goes over to Brody Lee Jr. and Amanda Nunes, which was Brody Lee's wife, and he was there. Cody's family. He had his daughter in his arms. He gave the weight belt to -1, Brody Lee Jr. I'm like, fuck, really? You're really gonna do this to me? Cody's gonna really do this to me? I was done. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm crying here. So we go and we have all this pomp of circumstance and whatnot. So we have, basically, this was so Reigns and Cody lock up. Cody applies the headlock. Reigns goes for the goes into the ropes to break it. They lock up again. Cody counters to take Reigns down in a headlock. Rhodes does the drop down right hand. Then they run the ropes. Reigns rolls out for a pep talk from Heyman. Reigns comes back in and stalls again. Reigns grabs Cody from behind, but it is countered. Reigns with an elbow to the jaw, but Cody is on one knee. Reigns charged with another big elbow to put Cody down. Reigns with big forearms in the corner as fans count along. Rhodes nails a dropkick for a quick 1 count. Rhodes grounds Reigns by his arm now. Cody continues working on the arm. Reigns catches Cody going for a disaster kick, then nails a powerbomb for a 2 count. Reigns beats Cody around the ring now, then on the top rope, but the referee warns him. Reigns with a suplex in the middle of the ring for a quick 1 count, as Reigns covers nonchalantly. Reigns with another suplex. Reigns tosses Cody over the top, but he hangs on and pulls himself back in. Fans pop as Cody sends Reigns to the floor now. Reigns kicks Cody from the apron, then launches him up onto the ramp. Reigns follows and scoop slams Cody on the ramp. Reigns goes back down and to break the count. Reigns calls for Sequoia to come over to this side of the ring. Reigns brings Cody back to the bottom of the ramp, but Cody counters and slams Reigns on the ramp. Fans chanted Cody as Reigns crawls away. Cody beats Reigns around the ringside area. Reigns fights back, but Cody counters and slams him face first into the edge of the apron as Solo looks on. Cody keeps control and looks over at Solo. Cody rolls Reigns back in, then follows. But we see Solo grab a steel chair from under the ring right next to Cody. Solo grabs Cody in the ribs with the chair while the referee is tending to Reigns. Fans boo Reigns, come in and out, and nail a drive-by for a 2 count. Reigns grounds Cody with a chin lock. Cody fights up and out. Cody runs the ropes, but Solo grabs his foot. Cody yells at Solo, then runs back around to Reigns, nailing a lariat for a 2 count. Reigns stalks Cody now and then launches him into the turnbuckles. Reigns tosses Cody out to the floor and follows. Reigns cleared the announce table off. Reigns slams Cody face first onto the Spanish announce table. He returns to the ring but goes right back out. Reigns climbs on the top of the Spanish announce table and holds his finger up to boots. Reigns goes for a power bomb through the main table, but Cody counters. Reigns tries it again, but Cody counters with a huge back body drop to Reigns through the main announce table. Finally, they get a little fucking love. Or hate, whatever. The crowd goes wild. Cody is slow to continue, and Reigns is laid out in the table debris. Cody breaks the count and brings Reigns back in. Reigns rocks Cody with a forearm. Cody fights back with some signature offense and then soup slams in the middle of the ring with a big pop. Rhodes with a Cody cutter, but Reigns kicks out just in time. Cody can't believe Cody attacks and knocks Reigns back to the floor. Cody then nails a suicide dive to send Reigns into the barrier. Cody brings Reigns back in, but Solo smacks Cody in the back with his own weight belt. The referee heard it. Solo now injected to the back. The crowd explodes, but Solo is furious. Reigns brings Cody's weight belt in the ring, but the referee takes it from him. Cody takes advantage of the distraction and stuns Reigns with a super kick. Cody then delivers a crossroads for a huge pop. Reigns kicks out just in time. The crowd can't believe it. Reigns with a jawbreaker to stun Cody. Reigns with a headbutt to bring Cody down. Then a shot to the back of the neck as Heyman looks on. Reigns tosses Cody over the top rope, but he hangs on and pulls himself back in. But Reigns catches him on the shoulders for a power slam. Cody slides out for the counter, but Reigns nails a rock bottom, a Uranagi, in the middle of the ring for a 2 count. Reigns can't believe it. Reigns is up by himself, and the fans boo and stares at them. Cody slowly goes up also with Reigns prepares to pounce. Cody sidesteps the Superman punch and nails a pedigree for a close 2 count. That was crazy. I just said, oh my God. Triple H must be going out of his mind. The guy that wanted to put him out of business. Cody is shocked and frustrated as he punches himself to hype himself back up. Cody is standing and fired up now, and fans cheer him on. Reigns shoves Cody and misses a clothesline. Cody goes for a disaster kick, but Reigns jumps over him with a big Superman punch. Cody kicks out at 2, and Heyman is shocked. Reigns is frustrated. Heyman yells, "This is yours, my tribal chief." Reigns hypes himself up in the corner as Heyman continues to bark from ringside. Reigns calls for the spear, but Cody jumps over him. Cody then takes Reigns down for the figure four and then locks it in. Reigns is trapped in the middle of the ring as the referee checks on him. Reigns is trying to reverse the submission and finally turn is over. Cody gets the bottom rope break the hold and they both are exhausted. Cody on the apron now as they trade punches. Cody stuns Reigns with a body shot. Reigns charges, but Cody gets up. Cody goes to the top and leaps but lands on his feet as Reigns ducks him. Reigns comes right back with a spear, but Cody kicks out. Reigns can't believe it. Reigns mountains Cody with big right hands out of frustration. Cody slowly gets up with Reigns has his back turned. Reigns calls for the finish. He grabs Cody for the guillotine choke and Cody quickly starts fading. Cody fights back, but Reigns powers up, bringing them to the mat, tightens the guillotine with his legs around Cody. The referee checks on Cody, but he's breaking free. Cody breaks free in a big shocker. The fans pop big. Cody with rights, lefts, while mounting Reigns. Cody kicks the referee and goes down with Reigns ducks the pump kick. Reigns immediately nails the Superman punch. Cody knocked back into the ropes. Then he drops Reigns. They both go down. Cody is up first, but the referee is still down. Cody yells at Reigns to get up. Cody prepares for the crossroads, but the Usos rush in from out of nowhere and drops Cody with a double super kick. The Usos then hit Cody with the 1D2 boots. The Uso drag Reign on the and puts him on top of Cody, but new undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Fans go wild. They rush to the ring, attack the Usos. They take out the Usos. Then Owens hits a stunner on Reigns, and Sami hits a haluva kick to Reigns. The Usos attack Zayn and Owens again. Then the two teams brawl to the back. Cody crawls for the pin as the referee wakes back up and makes the slow count. Reigns kicks out and everyone explodes and Heyman is beside himself. Reigns and Rhodes trade big strikes from their knees now, fighting to their feet as fans go along with each blow. The huge strike continues for a minute or so. Cody blocks a Superman punch and unloads with left jabs of his own, and fans go wild. Cody with a bionic elbow, the right hand in a tribute to his father. Cody nails the crossroads, but holds Reigns and nails it again. Heyman is on the apron arguing with the referee. Solo comes back out wearing a hoodie and drops Cody with the Samoan spike. Solo drops back down. Reigns gets up and runs the ropes to level Rhodes with a big spear to win and retain. Roman Reigns is the winner, and I was upset that Cody Rhodes didn't win it, but when is it going to be? That's the thing. It's going to happen. But now because he was out with the torn pec, I can understand. But, he's had this, and I know that Vince McMahon is not going to acknowledge his shit that he did outside WWE. So I swear when this does happen, we better get fucking tissues ready because it's going to be fucking Waterworks City. So then after the match, they celebrated and they went off the air. So that's about it. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go eat dinner and whatnot. Please do me a favor and go check out the people over at harrysharrys.com. Also, please go check out the people at Maestro Classics at maestroclassics.com. Please go check out the people over at liquiddeath at liquiddeath.com. Go check out the people over at Death Wish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com, and go check out House of Glory's next event, Resurgence, I think it is. It's April 21st. Go get all the information on their website, hogwrestling.net, and that's where you can go get your tickets if you can attend the event. I will let you know if they're going to be on Fight TV, and then you can go over there and you can go buy the damn thing. I will be back here on, Friday at 2 p.m. for episode 285. Please go check everything out from this weekend on my YouTube right here. Please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on my bell for notifications. Also, check me out on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, and TikTok. Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok are the same handles. Mel's Matchat, Snapchat, and Facebook. I'm on. Go check all that out, and hopefully everybody is going to continue this Autism Awareness Month, and let's make it big this time. If I find anything, I will be posting it on Twitter throughout like my social media and everything like that. So I want everybody to have a good evening. Enjoy the Raw after Mania. I'll be back here for episode 285 this Friday at 2 p.m. And then you got Saturday's Ring of Honor TV. I think it's like I don't know if it's week 5 or 6. I don't know. You'll get it. Don't worry about it. So, all right. I love you all, and I'll see you on Friday. Check you later. Enjoy Raw. Bye.